If you have ever submitted some data over a website form that may have looked something like this, then the chances are that the data was submitted using a JSON format. JSON, which stands for JavaScript Object Notation, is a format that allows us to transfer data in web applications. Now, we can use JSON in Python, and in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to cover the following topics. First, I'm going to cover JSON encoding and JSON decoding, which is the process of changing Python data to JSON and JSON to Python, respectively. Second, I'm going to talk about how we can access individual pieces of data from a JSON file using Python. Third, I'll cover how we can write JSON to a file. And fourth and last, we're going to look at how we can read JSON from a file. To begin, let's look at how we can convert Python data to JSON. Whenever we do anything with JSON and Python, we always need to start by importing the module JSON. Below the module import, I have a dictionary, a regular Python dictionary with a name, an age, an isStudent Boolean, hobbies, and a phone number. So you can see we have a person called John Doe. He is 30 years old. He is not a student, has reading, gaming, and coding as hobbies, and no phone number. When I execute the highlighted code, we're going to see the dictionary printed in the console output. And in addition, we're also going to see its type. So as you can see here, we have the dictionary, and it says that the type of this dictionary is dict. Now, the conversion from the Python dictionary to the JSON format is done in this line over here. You can see that I'm accessing the dumps method in the JSON module and passing in the dictionary as an argument. So the variable called JSON data stores the Python dictionary that we have above in a JSON format. As before, I can go ahead and print the JSON data and print the type. Over in the Python console, you can see that there is one line with the Python dictionary and one line with the Python dictionary in a JSON format. Let's compare the two. There are a couple of changes that have been made during the conversion. First, you can see that the single quotes have been changed to double quotes. Then you can see that the false keyword has been changed to lowercase. And you can see that the Python none has been changed to a JSON null. And in the final line in the console, you can see that the class is string. That means that the JSON data format in Python is being recognized as a string. Now let's take a look at the reverse process of taking a JSON file and converting it into a Python data format. The variable JSON data is a string which stores the dictionary information that we saw earlier in the console output. And don't be confused by the backslash over here. That simply allows me to insert a line break to not make the line be too long. So I can go ahead and print the JSON data along with its type. And again, you can see that this is the type string. If I want to convert the string of data, which contains JSON, into something that is compatible with Python, I can write JSON loads and then pass in the JSON data into this parentheses over here. If I now go ahead and execute the remaining lines of code, you can see that it prints out the Python dictionary and it tells me that the type is dict, which is short for dictionary. Now you can see that the conversion changes that happened earlier when we converted the dictionary to a JSON have been undone. You can see this because the double quotes have been changed to single quotes, the false has been capitalized, and the null has been changed to none. Moving on, I want to tell you how we can access individual pieces of JSON data in Python. Over here you can see the variable called nested JSON data, and it stores some nested JSON data. Below, I've written out the nested JSON data in a bit of a more legible format. You can see that we have a person, and on the next level we have the name, age, and address, and the address itself stores two things, which is the city and the zip code. Let's say that we want to access the name within this JSON file, which is stored under the person. And in addition, we want to access the city, which is stored under the address, and the address in turn is stored under the person. To access this data, one thing that we can do is we can convert the JSON into a Python dictionary by using the loads method that we learned about just a moment ago, and we're going to store that Python dictionary in a variable called data. Now we can use this data as a normal dictionary. So if we want to output the name, we can simply write data and then in square brackets person and then after that in square brackets name. And similarly, to access the city, we can write data, and in square brackets person, then address, and afterwards city. If I execute this, you can in fact see that in the console it now says John Doe and New York. Next up, we're going to write some JSON into a new file. I've prepared the data variable, which stores the name, age, is student, and hobbies in a dictionary format. If I want to write this information into a new file in the JSON format, I have to first create a new file, then convert the dictionary into JSON, and then save the file. So in these two lines of code, what I'm doing is I'm opening a file named data.json in write mode, which you can see because it says W over here, and I'm using the JSON file variable to refer to it. If this file does not exist, it will be created, and if it already exists, its content will be overwritten. And below that, I'm passing in the data variable and the JSON file into the dump method. And what this does is it converts the data dictionary into a JSON format and saves it to the JSON file. So once I execute this, you can see the data in a JSON format within the file. And you can clearly see that this is JSON because again, we're using the double quotes. We have a lowercase false, and the none has been changed to null. The final thing that we're going to learn is how we can read the JSON data from a file. Since we just created a file that stores JSON data, the data.json file, we're simply going to read from it and convert it back into a Python dictionary. To do this, we're going to use this line of code over here. All it does is it opens the data.json file in read mode because we have an R over here, and it stores its contents in the JSON_file variable. In the line below that, we are converting the contents of the JSON file variable into a Python format, which is going to be a dictionary, and storing all that within the data variable. And then we can go ahead and print that. And once we do that, we have converted back into a Python dictionary. It's easy to see that again using our three indicators, which are that we're using single quotes, we have a capitalized false, and we have none instead of null. We're going to leave it at that. If this video helped, make sure to give it a like, and see you in the next one.